Stay with Johnny. I'm gonna go find Billy.
No, darling, I think you should stay here. Billy may come back, okay?
Understand, if I don't find him and stop him, Billy is gonna kill Adam.
Sweetheart, please.
What you have planned for me is worse than shooting me and leaving me here to die.
Shut up. No more questions. This is not a conversation.
What is it exactly? An interrogation? An execution?
I said no more questions.
Billy, I'm entitled to a couple questions.
You're entitled?
I've answered all
You're
of your
entitled?
questions.
You're entitled? You tell me what you're entitled to. Please tell me what you're entitled to.
Billy, don't do it. I have a son.
I had a daughter. She's right there. I had a daughter.
Billy, I have had the thought many times in the last few months that I don't deserve to live.
People will think that they don't get married, run off to Paris and buy a house.
I thought I could have a life, a family, just catch a glimpse of what other people get. Because that's all it would be for me. It was just a glimpse. The truth would eventually come out.
Am I supposed
And everything
to
would
feel
come
sorry for
crashing
you?
in for me. No,
Is that
you
what
don't.
you're trying to do? Am I
I'm not
supposed to
asking you
feel
for anything, Billy. I'm taking responsibility.
Yeah, I don't buy that either.
I should have come forward after the accident, and that's what this was. It was a terrible, terrible accident. The crime was in me not owning up to it. I just wanted to be regular. I wanted a family. I wanted to be with my son. Finally, I didn't want to miss another minute.
Well, now you're gonna miss minutes, and you're gonna miss hours, and you're gonna miss years. I promise you that.
You're not doing this.
I have to. Do you want Billy to shoot Adam?
Sweetheart, of course I don't want him to shoot Adam. I don't want him to injure anyone, all right? Including
Keeping
you.
me here is hurting me. I
No,
have to stop my husband
you are
before he
not
does something
doing
that he
this,
can't
sweetheart.
undo. Let me go.
Sweetheart,
Let me
we'll
go.
find a sitter for Johnny, and you and I will go together, okay? You're not doing this on your own. I'm sorry, Paul.
I brought you to this cold, dark bend in the road because this is where I found my daughter. This is where I held her hand. This is where I told her that she was going to be okay. That's what I told her, and it tears my guts out to know the last thing that I said to my daughter was a lie. I don't know, I thought maybe if you came here and stood in the spot where my daughter died, and I heard you confess, that I'd get something out of it. I don't know, I'd feel better, but I don't. I feel exactly the same.
You know what's gonna make you feel better? Is if you take me to the police station and you see me in cuffs.
Like prison is gonna be any sort of punishment for someone like you. You'll still have a life. You'll still get to see your kid grow up. It might be in pictures, but you get to see him grow up. I don't get to do that. My daughter's dead. She's dead. All that goodness, all that happiness, all that potential is gone because she's dead, because you left her here on the side of the road. I ought to kill you.
But I didn't know, Billy. I didn't know, I swear to you. Look at me, I'm telling you. I didn't know. Now just take me to the police station, okay?
You keep trying to sell me on that. You and I both know that's not gonna make me feel better.
What's gonna make you feel better? You put a bullet in me? You let me bleed out in the snow here?
Yeah, I think so.
Not for long.
Long enough.
You need to think about this, Billy. You need to think real hard. Think. You're a father. You have a son. His name is Johnny. You have the chance to watch him grow up. You don't have to do this. You kill me. You go away to prison. What kind of sense does that make? That doesn't solve anything. You send me to prison. You send me to prison. Okay? You get your justice and you get your son. That is what you need to do.
Do you feel that? Do you know how badly I'm gonna pull this trigger and end your life? Start walking.
If the police find Adam.
Paul's out on a case.
Is he arresting Adam?
No, about the warrant. I was in the apartment when the police came to serve it.
They're still searching.
They better find Adam before my husband does.
Maybe Billy doesn't know.
He knows. Or at least he suspects.
Why do you say that?
He was here earlier and he told me his theory about the driver posting in that chat room.
The one for grieving parents?
He didn't mention Adam by name, but he said he thought he knew who it was.
You let him leave? You didn't try to stop him?
How could I? A, I'm not a cop, and B, even if I was, you can't hold somebody without probable cause.
Okay, so what are we gonna do? We just wait around while my husband wanders around town with a gun looking for Adam?
He has a gun?
I think you're making the right decision, Billy.
I don't care what you think. Drive north on 7.
Drive north. I thought we're going south back in the
Head north!
police station.
Head north.
Where are we going, Billy?
You drive. You shut up. You drive.
Billy may have a gun.
Well, then how do you explain the lockbox you
Sweetheart,
found in our
it was
closet?
an empty
Until you
lock-
brought up
it
the
was an empty
possibility, it
lockbox.
never occurred to me that Billy had a gun. Although we can't call him up, can we, and ask him, because his calls are going straight to
Look,
the
you guys,
voicemail.
I have to report this.
What's going on?
We think that Billy went after Adam. He's not picking up his phone and he may be armed.
Need help with that? Man, shut up. Buckle up. Roads are slick. And you drive carefully. Where are we going?
Billy, you can put that gun away. I'm cooperating and you're not gonna shoot me anyway.
Yeah, how do you know that?
Because you would have done it back where we were. How's the next place we're going to more fitting than the last?
Yeah, the next place is more fitting to hide a body. You ever think of that, smart guy?
You're not that practical. You're not thinking things through. You're acting on impulse. That's what you do. Sloppy, poorly thought out.
I played poker with you, Adam. I know when you're trying to put me on tilt. Maybe your plan is I get riled up, reckless, you grab the gun. Is that what you're thinking? Well, you know something. Since Dee Dee died, I'm always on tilt. Come on, man. Look, you watch the road. What are you trying to do, huh? Huh? Go up the side of the road, maybe hit a tree or something. I'm not in a seatbelt and I go out the windshield. That's not gonna work now. I promise you, I will shoot you before I leave this car. Now you watch the road. Watch the road!
And make sure all units know to keep an eye out for Billy Abbott as well. He is possibly armed.
I hope that your men understand that Billy is not a criminal here. He's a distraught parent who wants his daughter's killer brought to justice, okay?
That's understood, Victoria. But it's not up to Billy to dole out justice.
All with all due respect. I think my son-in-law was getting impatient, waiting for you to do your job. I kind of understand the feeling.
Look, we're getting very close to making an arrest.
You know, it might help if you would tell us what you know.
Meaning what?
Jack saw you and Adam at the courthouse
How's
earlier.
that relevant?
Did he mention anything about his plans?
Adam was about to leave town, okay? Leave for Paris. I don't want to lose contact with my grandson. I tried to convince Adam to change his mind and stay here.
And convince him how?
Well, I talked to him about family. I told him that if he took that boy to Paris or anywhere else, away from this family, the boy would grow up with a feeling of always looking from the outside in. And that would be sad and tragic, because that's what Adam did. And I would think that any parent wouldn't want that for his child.
Pull over right here.
What are we doing here?
I was thinking about what you said. How you had a glimpse of the life that you could have had with Chelsea and Connor. Well, I wanted you to get a glimpse of the life that you took. Take a look. This is Delia's school. You see those double doors? They lead to the auditorium where my daughter made her big debut as the Wicked Witch of the West. You see, Delia was a star, man. She brought down the house. She walked off that stage, she had the biggest smile you've ever seen on a kid. And it didn't take much to make Delia happy, but that night, that was the best night of her life. You say you have nightmares about my daughter? You see her in your dreams? You think about her here, on the side of the road. That's the image that should haunt you. A little girl, so full of joy, so full of life. That's what you destroyed. Now your son, I imagine he'll go to this same school. He'll walk through those same doors. He's gonna have good days, he's gonna have bad. But he'll still be alive. He'll be living. And you, Adam, I promise, you're not gonna see any of it.
I just checked the security footage from Adam's building. Billy's car has been parked there for several hours.
Meaning he's already confronted Adam.
Well, if he did, it didn't happen there. I spoke to the cop who's on duty, and he said there's been no sign of either of them.
when I was at Adam's place just after he had left and Chelsea didn't know where he was.
Does Chelsea know?
Okay, if Billy were bringing Adam back here, they would be here by now. Is there someplace else that Billy might take Adam, somewhere more remote?
Yeah. The Abbott cabin.
That's a good point. I'll have a patrol check it out.
But I think you're missing what is right in front of you, Paul. With all due respect, Billy Abbott wants justice, okay?
Victor, I have to cover my bases. But if I were your son-in-law, I know exactly what I'd do.
What?
I would take that SOB who killed my child back to the scene of the crime. I used to love to pick her up from school. She'd tell me about her day on the car ride home. She'd ask me a million questions. Man, that kid was so smart.
Adam? Are you there? It's me, Chelsea. I saw the tape. I know everything, and I understand now why you've been drowning in guilt. That's why you're not talking right now, right? Because you don't know what to say to me, and that's okay. Adam, what happened that night with Delia? It was a terrible, terrible accident. But I still love you, and we're still a family. If you just come home, then maybe we'd be able to... Is he coming? I don't know. He didn't say a word.
Oh, boy. That crushed you, didn't it? Hearing her say that she knew. That would just kill you to have to tell everybody that you care about face to face. Your father, Sharon, Avery, my brother. Have to tell them what you did. You left a little girl on the side of the road alone to die. And then, you know, you'd have to face Chloe, look her in the eye, tell Delia's mother what you did. As a matter of fact, drive.
If anyone needs me, I'll be at the accident
I'm
site.
going with you.
No, you're not, Victoria. That's not going to
Listen,
happen.
I'm the only one that Billy will listen to. I have to go with you.
This is official police business.
Paul,
Harding,
Paul.
please.
Sweetheart.
Make her comfortable and make sure she doesn't leave until I get back.
Billy, we talked about this. We talked about this.
You will not.
I need to go.
It is far too
I
dangerous.
don't
You will
care.
not
I
go
have to
there.
go. I have to
Sweetheart,
go.
I said
It's
no.
my husband, and I need to be there for him.
No.
Daddy!
It is too dangerous. Come on.
Good.
So you want to take me around everyone, make me confess, take me around like a dog, make me sit up, roll over, speak?
Yeah, I guess I am. I guess I am.
What will be the purpose of that?
Well, Adam, I want everybody to remember what you did, so they'll keep you away from children, especially yours. No visits in prison. And when you get out, they'll keep Connor away from you for the rest of your life. And even if somehow you manage to avoid prison, all those people you care about, believe me, they're gonna band together and they're gonna keep you away from your boy. I've got one goal here, one single solitary goal. Make sure you never see Connor again.
Misplaced anger, you want to blame me for everything.
Oh, you are to blame.
Am I completely to blame, or is there somebody else there with me? What was that little girl doing on the side of the road in the dark at night? Who was the person who left that little girl all alone in the car?
You should shut up. You should shut up.
Sounds to me like there's somebody else who shares the blame. Tell me something, Billy. Was that you?